So lately, or the last few days, I was planning to travel. I have since then traveled. I'm in my location that I need to be. And I noticed myself, due to everything that's happening right now, get caught up in the cycle of negativity, right? What could go wrong? And I know a lot of us have this problem, right? A lot of us deal with what could go wrong. These thoughts of, if you're planning something, or whatever the case may be, what do I need to prepare for in case something goes wrong? And I caught that. I saw myself just be so hung up on these thoughts until, like, they were so strong that I was like, I snapped out of it in a way, right? Because they were that intense. And I said, hold on now. What if everything could go right? What if everything actually unfolded the exact way I wanted it to, right? So I flipped it to what could go wrong to what could go right. What if we start shifting our mind from what could go wrong to what could go right? A lot of the times we're stuck thinking on what we don't want, and we do it so habitually that we don't realize that we are drawing those experiences to us in a way. We're literally putting our attention in what goes wrong, right? And where you place your attention is where you place your energy. So if you place your energy in the thing that you want, if you place your attention to what the things that you do want, the things that could go right, doesn't it make sense, one, that you will feel better, and that you're more aligned to the things that you want? So I caught it, right? I caught the story, and I said, the hell with that. I'm just going to think about what could go right. I'm not going to worry about it, because what is really worrying even do for us besides set us up for what could go wrong? And you know what happens is, like, you figure it out anyways. When things go wrong, you're going to figure it out, and that's it. It's not to say that you're not preparing. You can prepare, but not for the worst. Don't prepare for the worst, guys. You're literally drawing those experiences to you. Believe it or not, you are. And being mindful of where we're placing our energy. So the next day was my flight, and literally, yeah, the TSA line was a bit longer. But other than that, no other issues. Flight was on time. Flight didn't get canceled. You know, I took 2 planes and no issues, literally no issues. Imagine had I spent that time worrying. What would that have gotten me? Nothing but a headache. Nothing but worrying. Nothing but just misplacing my energy. And we have to really be aware of where we're doing that. So, and even when I got here to my destination, I still saw it, you know, because it was rainy, it was not great weather, and I thought, you know, my mind again went to a negative pattern. It was starting to be negative, like, you know, this isn't what I thought, all these energy, all these thoughts again, negativity. And I thought also, I was like, what if I just let this be? Because instead of trying to figure out why do I feel how I feel, what if you just let yourself feel how you're feeling and let it go? Because trying to figure out how you feel and why you're feeling that way, what's that really even doing for you? You know, it just keeps you stuck in what you're feeling. But if you say, okay, I feel X, Y, Z, and I don't care, it's just my experience right now, and you let it go, you're accepting the present moment. You're more allowing to what is. So what have I said so far? 1, focus on what you want rather than what you don't want. And 2, bring awareness to your present moment, to your life experiences. And what I mean by bringing awareness is accepting the present moment. Stop trying to fix it. Stop trying to change what is into what you want it to be, because literally what it is just our brains in a story mode, right? Think about it for 1 second. Right now, stop thinking. What happened? Did you stop thinking? Guys, if we don't get a grip on the story that our mind brings us in, we will never get a grip on our lives, because the mind is going to take you in 1,000 different directions. And it is your responsibility to bring awareness to it and to shift it in the direction of what you wish. We can't let our minds dictate our future, because the mind is like a computer. It just has a bunch of stored data in there, and sometimes it's helpful and sometimes it's not. And I will say, most of the time, it's just trying to protect you. It's just trying to keep you safe. It's trying to keep you small. And we have to be aware of that. And it's sometimes doesn't serve you, because your growth is on the other side of your comfort zone. Think about when we were children and we would take on these tasks of like learning how to ride a bicycle, or learning how to read, or learning constantly, right? And what did that do? Like, it kept us happy, it kept us present, it kept us always evolving. And a lot of you are stuck because you have stopped learning. You have stopped yourself from exploring what's out there for you. And in the other side of exploration is your growth. Sign up for that class. Sign up for that artistry class. Sign up for that yoga studio, or do it. You know, this is what will bring you fulfillment. It will never bring you fulfillment in scrolling and sitting there doing the same things over and over and over again. Go back to that mentality when you were a child and tap into that consciousness of being playful, of being childlike, because there is magic, there is wisdom there. True happiness and true liberation is in the unraveling of what's on the other side. What's on the other side? Keep yourself wondering about that. There is a lot of creativity that comes from exploration. And I know it's difficult. And it was difficult when you were small also, but you didn't care because you thought this is all there is, right? You didn't think like you had to pay a bill. You didn't think you had to do all these things. But now we're so consumed by responsibility that we forget that there's a whole life that we have been granted to play with. It's not just, we're not just here to pay bills and to do that thing and that's it, like, and just be responsible. Great, responsibility, awesome. But make time for yourself. Make time to do that thing that you always wanted to do, and keep doing that. Don't just stop. Oh, okay, I learned how to do, I learned how to snowboard and then I'm done. Okay, learn what else? Learn to ski next, right? Learn to how to jump off of a bridge. like seriously, put yourself out there and explore, guys. It will keep you young. It will keep you fulfilled. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Don't forget to download this new meditation that I made. It is one for you to connect to yourself more and to tap into the depth of your soul, your intuition, your clarity, to let go of the mind and to let go of the negative thinking and to just be relaxed, trusting, ever present into your true essence. That is your power. That is your gift. Blessings. I will see you all on the next video.